Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am knee deep in homeschool world right now. Literally, I'm pulling stuff off the shelves. It is a mess in my schoolroom, but I need to get this curriculum filmed, these videos, so I can get this stuff put up, organized, and all the things. So you are here for my special needs curriculum. I have a son who is diagnosed with autism, and we have made a couple changes this year. I have some good goals and I'm just excited. I'm excited now that we finally have had like a clear diagnosis. The last couple of years have just been a whirlwind, but I feel like we really started making some really good strides this past year. And then I've also been able to see some like weaknesses and strengths. And so if you've seen my video of our current homeschool changes, then you know that we are switching mostly to BJU for my other kids. I'm hopeful that them doing the video lectures and things like that will free up some time for me to really work with my son and really kind of push him over those like obstacles that we've been hitting, and just like we're on the crest, the verge of just really seeing some like catapulted growth and knowledge. And so let's get into what I'm doing for him. So on top, this little, look at these little, I don't know if it's gonna like correct because it's so bright. Okay, this is a timer. I thought these were so cute. You can kind of see the other ones. They came in a 2-pack, but they're just like manual timers that you twist at the bottom. This is going to be my tool this year for him. It's supposed to be a little wolf, but for him to be able to time himself with reading, kind of help him to stay focused, because he tends to sometimes get easily distracted. So he really does well if he knows that there's like times when stuff starts and stops and things like that. So that is really for reading and a couple of subjects that he likes to kind of linger on. And so I'm going to be using that. I guess we can get right into reading because that's kind of mostly the stuff that's on the top. So for reading this year, besides the actual workbook, I will say he is going to be doing some BJU classes. So I will link below the page where BJU talks about they don't have a special needs curriculum, but they believe that people that have disabilities and diagnoses and everything are, created equally by God, and they want to help you, place them and be as successful as you can. So they actually have a counselor that you can contact to help you place your student. And she was amazing. She was so sweet. We sat on the phone for a while. She explained to me that BJU has a Scopus sequence. She said, just totally ignore the grades. Just go down the Scopus sequence where you find where he is, and then take that grade, go to the table of contents for the teacher's manual, and kind of compare and see like, okay, yeah, like this is where he is for this. I'm definitely going to start with this level. She was like, and for all the students, if you get to a point where you know that they know it, she's like, do the review. If it's 80 or better, she's like, totally skip that chapter. Like, you don't have to do everything, and so that really helped me. And so you'll see, I'll talk about that later on. But I really felt like reading 2 was a good area to start him for reading. I feel like there's just been some gaps with All About Reading, just really connecting certain things past like CVC and like simple sentences and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to switch to reading, BJU reading for him. So this is one thing we're going to be doing. We are going to try to do it with the lecture, self-taught, see where he really fits well, and how that goes. I also purchased from the Good and the Beautiful. Man, this is like a super glare. I'm sorry. It just got super dark outside because a random rain shower, and the Oklahoma temperature has been like over 100 for weeks. Decided to appear. So just the lighting is what it is. But I purchased this reading booster pack B. It's on the Good and the Beautiful. They have A, B, and C series. It comes with 20 books in here. They kind of are like the Bob book, or they're like readers if you have the book boxes style. And then it has these reading cards, and it's not designed to replace our reading curriculum. It's actually designed to do extra. And as they do the work, there's stickers in the back that they can place on like the completed cards. So he is going to be doing that this year. And I'm hoping that like, you know, just a couple, I think it said only like 15 to 20 minutes a day, not even like a lot, to help them progress and master some of these concepts will help also just really aid in seeing that reading take off. I purchased the Good and the Beautiful Beginner Books Box D. I already have, I think you can see them right there, the A and the B. I didn't know they were discontinuing these, or I would have ran over and grabbed the C. So my OCD mom, homeschool mom personality is not very happy that I don't have C, but it's okay. They discontinued it. I got this for $6 if they still have them run. But they're just the beginner books that are a little bit more obviously than those. I don't know. Here we go. There we go. And so he likes, that's something that he can do. He does like their books. I only have this one here right now, but this is the grade 3, the Hot Dots. I actually am purchasing, or they already have purchased, they're on their way. The kindergarten through grade 3 is what they have for, I didn't get the pre-K, but I did the kindergarten through grade 3. Hot Dots, it's a self-correcting game. As you go through, you read and you pick the answer. If it's right, it will light up green. If it's wrong, it will be red. And I think that will also help him to be a little bit more independent. And I also got him, I've already had these laying around, but I really, like, he kind of reads these here and there, but I really want to try to push him to read some more chapter books, really just start developing a love for reading. So I am pulling out all the stocks for reading, y'all. Okay. For our group study, we will do nature studies. Look forward to me posting what we're doing for nature study in our bags, and I did like a haul. So that is coming. Just not everything is in yet. Our other group study is Bible. We are doing Answers in Genesis, the year 1, which is creation to Joseph. I put him in the 2 to 3 range. He probably could have done the 4th to 5th, but I don't like giving him everything that's going to be a lot of resistant or cause fatigue, especially not being the first thing we're going to do in the day. So I just put him in level 2 to 3. I think that he will do well here. Give him some challenge, but at the same time, not totally fatigue him before he gets into his actual core work. So for math this year, we are making a change to BJU. This is the Math 3. This is like the whole kit right here. I bought the Teach It Yourself. The reason why was when I was going through the Scopus sequence and I was trying to place him, I seen that he was kind of almost like to 4, but there was some concepts that we had not mastered yet that would really hinder him if I just pushed him into 4. So I actually will talk about the Homeschool Hub later that BJU offers for free, but I have it to where we are going to finish this halfway through the year. And because I know a lot of the lessons we'll be able to skip through, and then we actually are going to start 4. And so I really want to try to get him to where he's going into 5th for math next year. I think he really could get there. And I'm excited to see all of his stuff and his growth this year. I will say I kind of have some math stuff right here. He mastered the musical multiplication last year, and he loves using the math gears. I'm still going to keep them this year, and just so that he can just keep renewing and reviewing and just build that confidence and that fluency. Okay, so for handwriting this year, we are going with powerful printing again. I've seen amazing strides with him last year. This is a left-handed curriculum. They also have right-handed version. But last year, I just made him, it would just tell you do a couple of things. This year, I am going to push him to do more copy work of it. But you start on this side and you write to the example. He did really well with this, so he's actually excited to do it again. I think that he is actually went from chicken scratch to legible, which is huge for us. So yeah, we're going to be doing that again. For spelling, we are going to do BJU spelling 2. I think he probably could have done spelling 3. Like I said, he's kind of was like halfway through the spelling. So we'll just see. We'll see how this goes, see if he needs pushed or not. For English, we're actually just going, or language arts, we're going to be continuing with first language lessons for a well-trained mind. This is level 4. He has already completed he's almost done with level 3. It's right here. So we're just going to, keep doing that and then roll until 4 when we're ready. He really likes it. It's actually the first language lessons. The level 1 was the first one that we did when he first was in like first grade, and he loved it then. I don't know why I deviated from it, but I'm glad that we came back though, because he likes it and he's doing well with it. For history and science, I am going to be having him sit with my 4th grader and them do it together. BJU also recommends that you teach more than one student, especially for science and history, because it's funner to do things as a group. And that way he will, kind of push him forward. I really want to try to get him to almost 5th grade, next year, as far as like grades are. Like, I don't really keep grades with him, but like I really want to get him closer to be starting middle school and doing those things and stuff like that. So yeah, he will be doing those with him. And then the only thing else that I have here is just these little envelopes. This is the math kit for the math, and I just keep them in here. And then the manipulative kit. They are like perforated, so I'm gonna have to get some sandwich bags because they'll probably just be falling all in there. And then these are the worksheets for the reading, if he does the online videos for that. The last thing is, this is his daily notebook. I will probably show a video of just like what's in their daily notebook, how I plan to use it, but I did put his handouts for the video lectures for the science and the history in the back. And so yeah, that is what I'm using for my son who has special needs. He's autistic. We've homeschooled his whole life. I've seen some really good growth. I'm excited for this year. So if you have a special needs student, definitely let me know what you guys are using. Have you used any of these things before? And I cannot wait to start a conversation, because I think more of us need to talk to each other and just see what people are using, like what is working, like help each other. There's so many resources out there. So anyways, until next time, mamas, my little ones in here, as you can tell by the camera shaking. Yeah, we will see you later. Say bye. Bye.